Callan, huge congratulations. Talk us through that game.
A bit of a scrappy affair between the pair of us practicing. That was how I was practicing, to be fair. I'm just very fortunate to be through.
It might not be one of your best performances on the A-Pally stage, but was this just more about getting through to round 2?
Yeah, 100%. I've had butterflies since I woke up, but it's like I said in the other interview, he was trying to talk to us behind the stage, saying, how do you settle down? I'm not going to tell you how I settle down, lad. I want to win, but listen, I think the scoreline doesn't give him the credit he deserves, because he did play okay.
And you're a 2-time quarter finalist here. How much are you trying to replicate that, or maybe you can go one better this year?
Yeah, you've got to look one better, haven't you? Like last year, I played superb, but then that was out of nowhere. But this year, it's like I said, just a game at a time. If I can win every game scrapping like that, I'll take it any day of the week.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cal, congratulations. Touched on last year, you were one of the players of the tournament last year. Did it give you a nice feeling coming back, seeing the Palace again, and just trying to visualise that again and get back in that mind space?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of darts when I'm home, and I have watched the first few events. I mean, last week I was bedbound ill for 3 days, so that's all I done was watch the darts, and it's not really like me, but it was good to get the feel of it again.
This stage, you've produced your best stuff. How do you find that and replicate that throughout the year? Because we know the talent is within Callan Rydz, but we just don't see it enough apart from here.
It's the best place to play well, isn't it? Like I say, on the tour, the Pro Tours are hard to get up for. I'm not a massive fan of Euro Tours at all. I've said that 4 or 5 times in interviews. But I need to get that out of my head, because the Euro Tours can get you into big events. And like I say, qualify for this a lot easier than what I've done.
You touch on things like that. Is it a case of taking stock and maybe reassessing how you approach the tour and different things, and just trying to be more of a professional? Does that make sense?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to carry on. The Pro Tours I don't mind. I sit with like Luke Woodhouse, James Hurrell, Jim Williams before. He's just lost his card, so. We have a great laugh on the Pro Tour. We all support each other, cheer each other on, go for meals. We do everything together. So, some Euro Tours, when there's just one of them, Luke or Jam, it is hard. But like I say, I do probably need to assess my ways of how I approach the tour. Yeah. Thank you.
Callan, congratulations on the win. You mentioned there that you don't care how you got the win, the performance doesn't really matter. When you have that mindset at the Alexandra Palace, where you have played some ton-plus averages, some incredible games, could that sort of thing help you on other stages as well? Not thinking about the performance, but just thinking about getting the win?
Yeah, possibly. Obviously, I think winning one game in Minehead last month against Kevin Dutz, I played all right, and then I lost with pretty much 100 average to Ryan Sales, 6-5. So it's just trying to find, not the love again, because I do love playing, but just something needs to click again, and hopefully it does click here again.
You mentioned being bedbound unwell last week. Chris Dobie said similar the morning of his game. Does doubt start to come into your mind about playing up on that stage when you're feeling that way?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm still not 100%, but I'm 100%. I'd probably say definitely better than what I was. Like last Tuesday to Friday, I didn't eat probably anything, just drinking water. I don't know, I couldn't stomach anything. I know there was something going around, so frankly now I would rather it have been last week than this week. So yeah, I'm just, like I say, I'm happy to get through.
You mentioned watching the darts, which you don't normally do. Does that give you that love back that you're saying, not that it's gone, but that you need that desire, that enjoyment of coming back to Alexandra Palace?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, obviously it's like, I've had a few people say, you don't watch darts and all this. And I don't watch that. I watch my friends play, the friends I'm close with, all the North East boys, the lads I sit in the Pro Tours with. But other than that, it's just background noise for me if I'm doing anything around the house. But yeah, I think watching it just gives us the feeling of, right, every day is a countdown for me coming back here. And even yesterday when I was in my hotel, the butterflies were going tomorrow, you're going to be back there. So yeah. Thank you.
Hi Callan, well done on the win. Must be strange watching it as a fan again, like all of us. What was the highlight when you was watching it last week?
just seeing my friends get through, like James Hurrell, Dobie, Woodhouse winning. It was good to see the lads get through. I don't pay much detail to much of the darts, but I will look at my phone and see the stats of who's played well, and so you do see who's playing well, who's struggling. But first round's first round. If you win your first round, you have a chance to put it right the second round.
You said that you weren't the biggest fan of the Euro tours. What is it about them that you don't like? Is it the crowd? Is it the travelling? What part of it you're not a fan of?
You go to some places, you're playing in front of 50 people on a Friday afternoon. Like, I can go to I used to play county for Northumberland. There was more there on a Sunday. I like to play in front of a big full-out crowd, and sometimes it's worse when you can hear them shout at you. That's the worst part. When there's a full crowd in there, you don't hear, you just hear noise. But when you've got the one voice that's just irritating, that's probably it.
And does that explain why you seem to play so well on this stage? Because even if you have a tough year on the floor, you're 2 times quarter-finalists here, you always seem to bring your best stuff here, and the crowd seem to love you for it.
Yeah, I probably have my best year on tour, but I've been steady. I've played all right on the floor. I've lost a lot of tight games. I've won a lot of tight games, and I've played all right. So I'm happy with how this year has been overall. And like I say, just a win here probably tops it off.
Well done, Callan. Thank you.
Cheers.
Afternoon, Callan. You are the crowd's favourite here as well. Sometimes lots of players struggle with the noise at Ali Pali and they can't play their own game, perhaps prefer the smaller crowds. You just said yourself just then, when you're playing in front of a place with 50 people, you don't like it. What is it about the bigger crowds that gets the best starts out of you compared to the smaller ones?
If you can't get up for a place like this when the crowd's shouting, cheering on, singing away, then what are you doing playing darts? It's the best place to play darts here. So, every year when you find out you qualify and all this, it's just a very warm feeling knowing you're coming back here.
I think you said earlier, if I heard rightly, your amazing performances last year, you said it was almost unexpected in a way compared to last season, Are you confident you've still got that quality to replicate that this year?
Oh yeah, 100%. I know it's in there. I think most people know it's in there, but every game's different. I think, as a fan, as a pundit and whatever, every game is different. Like Van Gerwen last year, I think me and him produced the game of the tournament. And like I say, I wasn't really annoyed until I looked at the stats on the big screen. I seen I won more legs, and that's what really, it got under my skin a little bit when I went off stage. But listen, it is what it is. You can't change the past. You can only look to the future.
And obviously, like a really, really long run here, perhaps into quarterfinals, maybe semi-finals, you'll go flying up the order of merit as well. Is that sort of like something you've got an eye on to maybe perhaps get closer to that top 10?
No, definitely not. But listen, if I'm fortunate to bump up the rankings, happy days. If not, I'm comfortable where I am. I'm not in danger to lose my tour card. I'm not in danger to, bust up the rankings. But if I can have a good run here, you never know what can happen.
I think you said you was feeling under the weather last week. Where did you watch the Tyne-Wear derby? Did you watch that at home?
I'm not talking about the Tyne-Wear derby. I know that. It's absolutely raging, so I'm not talking about the Tyne-Wear derby.
It's understandable. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.